Hello there my purple banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon White version, Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we took down Castelia City's gym leader, Berg, and in today's episode we have backtracked a little bit back to Nacrene City, because if you guys remember, we lost Maldo last time in the gym. So in order to make up for Maldo, we obtained a Helix Fossil in the Pinwheel Forest, and now if we talk to this lady right here, she will be able to revive whatever is in the fossil, and that's what I'm most looking forward to. Hopefully it'll be something good, and we are about to find out what exactly this fossil holds. It looks like the fossil holds a Lilligant, so very cool. With that, guys, we received a Lilligant, and that's what's going to be joining us along our adventure. Now, let's go ahead and give this Pokemon a nickname. It's funny because a lot of you guys wanted me to give this nickname to one of our previous Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to this Pokemon now, and I'm going to go ahead and call our Lilligant. Let's go ahead and type it in. We're going to call her Lily. So with that, welcome Lily to the team, and it looks like we have another Grass-type Pokemon added. Now, Lilligant, let's go ahead. Ooh, level 25. So Lilligant is actually going to be really, really strong, and that's going to be a pretty good addition to our team, which I'm super excited for. So hopefully with that, we'll still be able to continue on our adventure and be able to take on whoever comes at us. Now that we're done with that though, let's go ahead and make our way back to Castelia City. Okay, so now that we're back in Castelia City, you guys remember last time we got a little bit of an X-Transceiver phone call from Bianca, and she was telling us to meet her outside of Route 4, so that's where we're going to be headed. We need to make our way to Route 4, battle Bianca, and then hopefully we'll also be able to add a couple more Pokemon there, which I'm very, very excited for. Also, once again, thank you guys for your tips and your comments. Make sure you guys give this video a like, as it is much appreciated. And look, so far our team is actually very, very well balanced, I would say, with the lack of a couple types, which I hope we will be able to get soon. And here's Bianca. I wonder what the heck she's doing. She's probably just gonna be running around here trying to battle us, trying to take us on, you know, doing what she normally does. You know how Bianca is, guys. Also, I hope you guys are having a good week. Today is, for me, Tuesday, June 7th. So yes, today is a good day. I've been relaxing a little bit. I'm feeling much, much better. Today is one of the days where I've been feeling, you know, much better than usual, so I'm excited to play through Pokemon with you guys. Whenever I have the chance to do it, I love jumping into it and just having a little bit of fun. It looks like she has an Infernape now, so how the heck did Bianca end up getting an Infernape? That's okay, though, because we have our boy, Hoo-Wah, ready to take on anybody that's coming at us. You know what? It's turned out to be that Hoo-Wah is probably one of our strongest Pokemon alongside Zoom. I feel like Hoo-Wah and Zoom have been the two that have been carrying us through here, and let's hope that they'll be able to continue that. Ooh, with that, the Infernape has gone down, and let's see what else we have coming out. I gotta tell you guys, it's been raining a lot here. I suppose it's like winter here in El Salvador or something. That's what you would consider it at this point, which I know is a little bit different because mostly everywhere else it's summer, but it's been raining here so much. But I gotta tell you, it makes for some good movie watching, relaxing weather. Whenever there's just rain pouring out, it reminds me of when I was a kid. It's this one very brief memory. I remember being a kid in El Salvador. I was probably like 6 years old, and I remember I was watching cartoons and it was raining outside, and I was eating a bowl of frosted chocolate flakes. If you guys have ever had the chocolate frosted flakes, that cereal, it is absolutely amazing. If you've never had it, I highly suggest you go and look at the corners of the earth for it, because it is so freaking good. So whenever it starts raining here, it reminds me of that little moment, because I was just so happy just eating my cereal, just watching my cartoons. I feel like I was probably watching Dragon Ball Z or even Pokemon. Who knows what I was watching at the time. And I was just eating my cereal, just, you know, happier than the world, just enjoying that moment. And I think it's those little moments that are really, really special. So if you guys ever have little moments like that where you're just really, really happy, enjoy them and make the most of them, because it's those little moments that matter. It's the little things that matter, you know? If we don't take every little win as something special, you know, you're never gonna appreciate it. And that's just something that I wanted to give back to you guys, because I think it's really cool. We're gonna learn Rock Blast, by the way. That's a pretty freaking good move. So let's go ahead and teach that to Hoo-Wah! I love that. I love Hoo-Wah. I just love saying that. That's like one of the most fun things to say. Probably one of the most fun nicknames to say alongside Zoom, because whenever I see Zoom, I just want to say, Flash! Flash! I'm probably terrible at imitating the way Zoom says it, but you guys might be better, and you might understand what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go ahead and take down the Love Disc then. This should be Bianca's last Pokemon. And then after this, we're going to be flying high and able to continue on. So with that, guys, the Love Disc has gone down. No way that Love Disc stands a chance against Zoom. I mean, come on. It's Zoom, the speedster that can travel across dimensions and worlds. And yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys a little bit more in case you're still watching The Flash, which I've said many times to you guys. Definitely watch it. One of my favorite shows, probably my favorite show right now. So just a heads up to you. If you're into the superhero stuff, it's definitely worth the watch. Okay, with that though, it looks like we are done here with Bianca. Route 4 is long, is what that guy is telling us. And I know that Route 4 is going to be very, very long. And I know that there's going to be a lot of challenges coming up ahead. So I just hope that our team is prepared. We don't know what's coming up. Usually I'd be like, oh, Route 4, I know what to expect. But since it is randomized, I have no idea, and I'm freaking out a little bit because who knows what the heck is going to be on this route. I'm going to go ahead and just use a repel, though, because I'm sure there are going to be a couple items running around here. Let's see. There we go. This is going to be a Helix Fossil. Okay, so we found ourselves another Helix Fossil, and now you guys know that the Helix Fossils that we find are going to contain random Pokemon, so we don't even know what's going to be in that.
Hey, Rodri, I've been waiting for you to get the insect badge, and now it's time to see which one of us is stronger.
Here we go, Rodri versus Cheren. So let's go ahead and take on Cheren. And as I was saying, we found a Helix Fossil in the Pinwheel Forest, and that turned out to be our Lilligant. It turned out to be Lily. So now we just found another Helix Fossil, which could turn out to be another really strong Pokemon, which is something that we're going to have to figure out because I want to make sure that our team is optimized to the best of our ability to make sure that we have, you know, the best team going forward. And do you really have to put me to sleep? Are you serious? Why? Okay, you know what? Something about Cheren and these Pokemon, I feel like he actually built himself a pretty good team that's actually a little bit difficult to take on. But lucky for me, I do have a couple berries, so I'm going to go ahead and just wake up Hoo-Wah. And I'm sure when Hoo-Wah is ready, he's going to go ahead and just stomp out this little guy. If we could land... Oh my goodness. Again? Again? Alright, you know what? I'm about to get some earplugs. Just put them on our Pokemon and just make sure that they're not falling asleep. Just gotta keep these guys awake. Come on, Hoo-Wah. You gotta wake up. You're probably our strongest Pokemon alongside Zoom. You can't let a little Pokemon like a Smoochum sit here and, you know, knock you out. Oh no, this guy knows a Ice-type move. Okay, we might be in a little bit of trouble, guys. It looks like Cheren has actually been building a half-decent team. Who would have realized it? He's building a decent team. Oh my goodness. We are going to be in for some trouble. There we go, Hoo-Wah. Come on, baby. Hoo-Wah, use Rock Blast. There we go. And with that, the little Smoochum has gone down. We're going to have to see who's coming out next. It's going to be a Hitmonlee. I am going to switch out for the Hitmonlee, though. We're going to go ahead and send out... Let's see. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and send out Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy hasn't got that much action so far, so let's go ahead and send her out. Miss Piggy needs to get in here and get some XP. Also, you guys may have noticed that I did train up our Pokemon, so it's just something that I'm doing off screen, just training them up, making sure that everybody stays about the same level. I'm pretty much just keeping them a level or two behind Zoom, because Zoom is just absolutely overpowered. You guys already know Zoom is just going to be above and beyond any other Pokemon we go up against. But I gotta tell you, that's also really good to have during a randomizer. Because imagine if we didn't have a Pokemon that was like crazy overpowered. It would be much more difficult. Okay, with that, Miss Piggy, great job. Next up is a Watchog. And I am going to go ahead and send out the big boy we've been talking about. So let's go ahead and send out Zoom. Zoom. Flash. Flash. I just have to say that every time. It's so cool. It sounds so freaking awesome. I wish I could make my voice, like, you know, vibrate like they do in the TV show where, like, Flash and Zoom make their voices all deep and scary. That would be so cool if I could do that with mine. I don't think I could pull it off. Let me give it a shot. Flash! 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 See? It doesn't work. It's so much more difficult than you would think. I would love to see how you guys can imitate the Zoom voice because I'm telling you, I personally can't. Okay, so with that, the Watchog is so close to going down. We should have this in the bag. Come on, Zoom. Come on. There we go. Dragon Rage. And with that, the Watchog is going to go down. So we're actually doing very, very good so far, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I am talking about. This is what we need right here. Next up is going to be a Mamoswine. Oh, boy. A Mamoswine. We're at a bit of a disadvantage going up against that, if you guys have noticed. We have grass types, we have ground types, we have dragon types. We are going to have a bit of a difficult time going up against a Mamoswine. Oh, mother fudger. That is going to be super effective as well. Well, before Zoom gets knocked out, I am going to go ahead and switch out. We are not going to risk our amazing legendary Pokemon going down, especially when we are so-called the heroes or whatever it is. As I said to you guys last time, if they're looking for the hero of the region, it kind of turns out to be us. If you really think about it, we were the hero that had a Zekrom and a Reshiram. We were that hero before, so maybe we have actually returned to this land to set justice upon Unova. It's kind of funny to think about, but in a weird way, it actually makes sense. And it's really cool that we're getting the chance to live through that. All right, let's see. That is not going to do anything to the Mamoswine. So we are going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just... We're going to go ahead and heal up. Yeah, we'll heal up Lottie. And then afterwards, I'm going to see if I can heal up Huwa. And then maybe Huwa will be able to finish up the Mamoswine. I think that should be it. Huwa is super duper defensively strong. So no matter what, we'll be able to finish this guy off. I'm really at least hoping that we'll be able to do that. I'm also super excited to get some of our Pokemon evolving, like Lottie, like Daffy. So hopefully very soon, guys, we'll get them evolved. But you know what? It's just the start of the adventure, so we still have a long ways to go. I also want to give you guys a very big thank you for all your tips and your comments. You guys have been absolutely amazing about telling me where certain Pokemon are going to be located or where I can go find, you know, different TMs that are going to be a little bit hidden away. And that's going to be really, really good, because if we can find an item that's randomly hidden away that ends up containing one of the strongest TMs in this game, that could set us up for a successful, you know, 100% completion of the Randomizer Nuzlocke without going through too much trouble. Now, we're going to go for the Rock Blast, and let's hope that that will take down the Mamoswine. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we took down the Mamoswine, and we actually did it. Wow, okay, so very cool. We gained a bunch of XP, and we defeated Pokemon Trainer Cheren, and it looks like finally we will be able to make our way through Route 4. I told you guys Route 4 was going to be tough, and it's starting up just as tough. It looks like we're getting a call from the X-Transceiver, and let's see what it is. It's probably going to be, hey, Professor, hi, you looking good, Professor? Hi, you been eating some berries? What you doing these days, Professor? What you doing over there in the lab? You guys got some sort of workout program going on? You should sign me up, Professor. You know what I'm talking about.
Nimbasa City's gate is straight down Route 4.
So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and heal up our Pokemon, and I'll be right back in a couple seconds. Okay, guys, so I'm back. As I mentioned to you guys before, we are going to be able to continue through Route 4, and there are going to be random Pokemon here, so we will be able to add a Pokemon to our team, and that's what I'm looking for. So let's see what kind of Pokemon we are going to bump into here in Route 4, and yes! Okay, perfect! We found a Torchic! You guys have no idea how long I've been waiting for a Fire-type Pokemon, and there we have it! Oh my goodness, I am so happy about this. I cannot mess this up, so I'm only going to throw Pokeballs at this thing, and let's hope that we can catch it. A Torchic, that is the best Pokemon we could have possibly bumped into. Imagine how difficult of a time we had against the Mamoswine, and imagine how much easier it would have been to have a Fire type. I think as soon as we have a Fire type, our adventure is just going to be absolutely flying, and I'm almost in awe that it gave us a Torchic. And I'm also really, really happy about that, because it's going to be such a strong Pokemon. It's going to turn into a Blaziken eventually, guys. We are going to be looking so strong. Imagine having Huwa, having Zoom, having a Blaziken. If we can keep those three Pokemon alone till, you know, the end of the adventure, we are going to be looking so strong. And I am just so happy now that this has happened. You guys have no idea how happy I am. that we bumped into a fire type. I feel like fire type Pokemon are the one thing throughout my adventures that I always have a really, really difficult time finding. So I always end up having to find the TM Flamethrower or, you know, Fire Blast or something and then teaching it to one of our random Pokemon. But I am so glad that we actually found a fire type. And this little guy is not going down without a fight. All right, little Torchic, I see you. I see what you're doing. But if you want to, you know, just join our team, if you want to be part of it, by all means, please do it, because you will be such a great addition to our team. I promise you, little Torchic, you know, we're going to treat you well. We're going to find you a little spot on this team, and we'll make sure that you get a good, fair bit of battling, because I know that's what every Pokemon wants. All right, let's go ahead and throw another Pokeball at this thing then. Come on, let's go ahead and catch it already. I've already used all my Great Balls. I'm down to my Pokeballs. What more does this guy want? You'd think this Pokemon would know, like, hey, we're really trying hard to add you to our team here, my man. And let's go. Come on. Let's hope that this one will be it. Let's go for it. There we have it. All right, so cool. Gotcha. Torchic was caught. And, oh, you guys have no idea how much of a breather that is. I just took the biggest, deepest breath, because having a Fire-type Pokemon is one of the most amazing things you can have in this adventure, especially at the beginning of this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and think up of a nickname, and hopefully it'll be something good. So, you know what's funny? I started thinking about when I first played through some of these regions, through the first times I used some Torchics, and a nickname actually popped out to me from a Torchic I used a long time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and nickname this Torchic after a Torchic that I used back in the day during one of my adventures when I was first, you know, starting up and learning all this stuff about Pokemon. So we're going to call this Pokemon Blaze, and with that, Blaze has been transferred to the PC. Now that we have Blaze, guys, Blaze is going to be an absolutely amazing Pokemon, and I want to make sure that our team gets optimized. So I might switch out one of our 6 that we have right now and add the Torchic, and that's most likely going to happen. So leave me some tips and some comments on what you would like to see. Make sure you guys give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.